Hello everyone and welcome to the channel. In this video, we will explore our second Apex trigger scenario. Before we dive into the topic, I have created a dedicated video on Apex triggers using PUBG example. It's a fun and engaging way to understand triggers, context variables, events, and when to use them. I highly recommend watching that video first to get a solid foundation before proceeding with this. You can find the link in the description or in the iCards. Now, let's get back to the topic. Scenario 2. If an opportunity is inserted or updated, the following checks must be performed. The close date must be at least 7 days in future from today. The amount must be at least 5000, otherwise an error should be thrown. Now let's get back to our developer console and let's try to create an Apex trigger on opportunity object. Here Salesforce has given us before insert event. Now we should also be able to add before update. So when we try to insert or update an opportunity record, we have to satisfy the condition. Here I am using if condition so that it checks if the record satisfies our requirement before it is saved into the database. Once this is done, let's try to create a handler class for our trigger. I am naming it as opportunity trigger handler. It's a good practice to always create a handler class. Here I will create a method and I will try to invoke this method into our trigger. I will name it as opportunity validation or op validation. Once this is done, I will invoke the handler class into our trigger. Here I will use a context variable called trigger.new. This helps to pass the ID when we create or update a record. So this method will be receiving the list of IDs that are passed from the trigger. Now I will iterate these IDs using a for loop. Before that, let's try to see what we are trying to do in the UI level. Here our close date should be greater than 7 days and the amount should be greater than 5000. Let's try to find out the API names for these fields. Here amount is the API name for amount field. So for each opportunity record that is being inserted or updated, we need to iterate those records. Here I will use if condition so that the field should not be empty. This avoids null pointer exception. Here I have used amount.addError is because we are going to get this error on that amount field. Likewise, I will create an if condition for close date as well. Here I am using add days so that it is going to count 7 days from today. Let's look this on the UI level. There could be some issue with the close date, so here it should be less than. Yeah, once this is saved, here's how the validations look like. The amount should be greater than 500 and the close date should be greater than 7 days from today. Once the conditions satisfy, this is going to save successfully into our database. Likewise, it works the same for an opportunity that is being created. So this is how we can add validations before inserting records into database. That's it for this video. If you found this helpful, please like, share and subscribe. Thanks for watching.